All right, God willing, I believe we're live. Let's for no reason at all watch this John Deere tractor. Being John
What?
Malkovich, it's like the worst possible version of that because instead of being John Malkovich, you have a massive gunt. I don't even know what to say, folks. I don't know what to
Dude.
say. We've reached the peak. There, it couldn't get sweeter than this.
And more horrifying. More horrifying, okay? Oh my god. And like the thing is, see, I noticed something else too. See, like she's like riding him, right? And he's barely putting in any effort, though occasionally, I swear to God, look at it yourselves if you don't believe me. I swear to God that every once in a while he will like move his gun away, like setting it aside, kind of thing. The gun sort of like wants to hog up all the action, and he just moves it aside, backhandedly. Oh my God, it's horrifying, man.
They've I think it was Say No to Gino already put a green screen behind it. Now you can chroma key that shit into videos. No joke.
Oh, master. Oh man, this is just. Oh God, this is just screamingly funny, man. And like it's like horrifying watching these two land whales or quasi land whales or dolphins, as the case may be, humping away like that. It's so pathetic and so tawdry. And like the setting, there's like this fan blowing at them. One of those like square fans with like rounded sides. Behind like a grill kind of thing. Those that you had like in the middle school and shit, right? It's one of those that's like blowing air at them in this pathetic room that's filled with knickknacks and bric-a-brac. And it's so sad. And he's wearing a watch. It's so weird. It just I don't know. I guess I always take off my watch when I'm fucking. I don't know.
You're
It's
not
just
timing out the amount of orgasms, right? Be like, all right, she hit one at
yeah,
15. She hit one at 20. Like you're not timing yourself.
yeah,
Shit, man. Maybe
yeah,
I ought to take a page
yeah.
out of your book. Take the watch off. Take the stocks off. Finally just enter into adulthood like the rest of humanity.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, well, this is the point. See, you could tell that she was like closing her legs, trying to squeeze her legs closer together, because of course his dick isn't giving her enough friction. That's why she's doing that.
You know what the funny thing about all of this is for years the "it's not true" argument has been applied to a certain image of a micropenis on Encyclopedia Dramatica that has been attributed to Ethan Ralph, and he has denied it for years, categorically denied it. It's not true, and then this video comes out, chat. It's fucking true. It's true. It's fucking true. The chode is real. Little Dick is real. Dick Jr. is real. He wanted to be Dick Masterson, but nothing like this. It's real, chat.
He's a real Junior Dick Masterson.
Holy
Yeah. Oh
fuck.
man, it is just screamingly funny, man. Oh, and the worst part is that insofar as like a strategic move in this chess game that they're playing, in this retarded chess game, right? This was like the worst move. It's like sacrificing your queen. Sorry for the pun. And we'll get to that in a second because I want to talk about whether they've broken up and this might be revenge porn. And that's a whole other can of worms now that we're talking about, right? But before we get to that main show, I want to just talk about like the play-by-play that's going on between Joshua Moon and his crowd and Ethan Ralph and his crowd, right? Because they were all buddy buddies. They had a falling out, and the falling out was over what? What was it exactly?
Josh had mentioned on a stream that, hey, Ralph is getting a little too, a little too hot under the fucking collar. I think we need to sacrifice him to appease the gods. And he was half joking, right? But there was some truth to what he was saying, and I think we all identified that. He's basically, hey, we need to cut ties with this fucking guy. He's an absolute disaster. He's dragging us all down. That's really what he was saying, and I think he could have clarified that a little bit more. Like, it was a joke about corn, but there was a kernel of truth to the joke. And
Oh, pun
Ethan Ralph,
intended.
yeah, Ethan Ralph, being the guy that he is, reacted how Ethan Ralph would react, and went fucking so crazy that his reaction from this mild joke that had a kernel of truth to it, just kind of blew up. So
No, it was a really wonderful line. He said that we should, consider sacrificing Ethan to the corn or something like that.
Yeah, it was a
to the
reference to a
gods of
South Park
corn.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very amusing. Yeah, that's where it all started. And of course, Ethan Ralph can't take a joke.
Well, this
He
was
took the
also during
shit.
the Simspiracy era. You know, if you guys will remember last season, there was this whole conspiracy around Dick Masterson's text messages where he was basically cry fucking a chick in a shed. It was pretty fucking funny to read through. To give you a
Yeah.
basic gestalt to those who are uninitiated, this led through pretty much the destruction of New Project 2 because it brought a lot of controversial or people who were prying eyes to a controversy or a potential controversy. In either case, it was just a fucking disaster. So at the peak of this, there were accusations about a lot of moderation or heavy-handed moderation going on, specifically in Dick Masterson's thread and the Simspiracy thread. And I think it just got under Josh's skin so much that he was like, yeah, just can we fucking be done with Ethan Ralph? Like, Dick, do you really need to keep this guy around like a pet to laugh at when he turns his back? Like, do you need that bad that you're going to drag us all down? In my opinion, Coach, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong. Maybe Dick is I'm sure he's a decent guy, but I see him as the type of person.
But okay.
I said, like I said, maybe. I don't know him. Maybe it could be possible that he's different than how I'm going to call it here. But he's the type of guy that likes to surround himself with people who are really, for less of a more polite word, or for lack of a more polite word, pathetic. He keeps around just these people that he can kind of laugh at when they turn their backs, or people on the show that everyone can laugh at, content for the show. And Ralph, thinking that this guy's like father figure to him, goes, "Hey, I'm going to emulate everything you do to the extent of almost copying verbatim, or verbatim's not the right word, but copying Dick Show merchandise on T-shirts, calling his girlfriend Zoomer Girl." And trying to arrange a threesome with a girl that just dumped him. So, then there's that too. So it's fucking nuts.
It's all kinds of pathetic. Yeah, it's all kinds of pathetic. So anyway, Josh and Ralph, they're at each other's throats, right? And here's the thing that I found funny. Ethan Ralph was winning because, to my eyes, at any rate, there was this powwow between 3P, Godwinson, and Josh, and they were laughing at Ethan Ralph's girlfriend. It was like this long stream, and I caught pieces of it. And to tell you the truth, I couldn't really get into it because it sounded so goddamn pathetic. Here are three guys, and I think there was a fourth guy. I forget which fourth was there. But these three guys, 3P, Godwinson, and Josh, they can't get laid to save their lives. They couldn't get laid if they were millionaires at a whorehouse, I mean, they're just like as virgin as a virgin spring. Let's face facts, right?
Oh, the aristocrat would make it rain, I'm sure.
What?
The aristocrat would make it rain, I'm sure. Godwinson, I'm just saying, the rich bastard would make it rain on these bitches. That's the lore, anyway.
I'm not so sure. I mean, what with the ear? He's never answered the EQ. So
the ear question. I'm completely. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the point is, see, these three retards were shitting on Ethan, and Ethan was looking better and better in my eyes because, after all, he's fucking some 18-year-old pussy. Good on him. She's a meth head, and she might be overweight or whatever the fuck, fucked up in the head, daddy issues, whatever. But he's banging her, and these three retards, they're banging their fist. So, I mean, from my point of view, Ethan Ralph was way ahead of the game, and then this shit drops, right? And the worst part is that, like, his sycophants, are saying that this is like a great move. It proves how Chad he is. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It proves that he's just a disgusting I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's just screamingly funny, and I also am finding it very, very funny, and fucking filled with expectation right now to see how this girl, Faith, will react, because this is basically revenge porn. And I'm thinking, and you tell me you know those laws better than I would, perhaps, Ethan Ralph could get into a shitload of trouble wherever the fuck he's living. Virginia, is it?
Virginia, yeah. Actually, on the screen right now, we have the state of Virginia unlawful dissemination of sale of images of another penalty or whatever. I'm bad at reading fucking law, but in any case, we have the law right here, and it seems to indicate that this would be a class 1 misdemeanor, if I remember reading correctly. This could be bad, but here's the thing. Faith is playing both sides. She's playing everybody. It's kind of beautiful in a way. You know, she has this demeanor of like kind of this young, innocent girl, but I think that she is able to portray that precisely. I think that's by design. Yeah. So I will give Ralph credit because he was getting beat down and humiliated throughout this entire stream until the end. And here, let me... Is it this one? Yeah.
Which stream are you talking about?
The one from Halfway Crook, from her, well, I guess boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend. There's a moment in the stream.
I missed that. You got to fill me in on that.
Okay, so...
That lore is shit I missed.
Okay, so earlier today, this is how this whole thing leaked, is Faith's boyfriend had a bunch of text messages between himself and Faith. Let me go ahead and share a couple with them. That's not the right one. But this is
like a real boyfriend, or
yeah,
like
her actual boyfriend, the guy who he had a he's known as the guy who had a helmet with a dildo taped to it. So
that doesn't speak well of the son of a...
No, we're already off to a banging start. Like, this is some peak fucking blood sports, my dude. But there's a part where she describes his breath as being like a used tampon. And I'm trying to find that. But there's some gold in here that he was sharing.
Wait. She describes this ex-boyfriend's
breath Ralph's.
As being like a... Oh, she describes to her ex-boyfriend that Ralph's breath is like a used tampon?
Yeah, he says this to her. Does his breath smell like garbage burgers? His breath is unpleasant. You know, he ate a burger out of the trash, right? Of course it is. He's a bad alcoholic. And she says, it smelled more like, you know, the smell of an old tampon? That's the smell.
Oh my god.
So it was pretty damning. So throughout this entire stream...
Tampon breath.
Here, I got another one for you. So this was his, like, smoking gun, right? The boyfriend posted this, and this is an exchange between Ethan, Ralph, and Faith. He says... she says to Ralph, I mean, yes, but also I'd like an apology for me and my significant other. What you did hurt our relationship a lot, and I think you owe us that much. My significant other says he's going...
broken up?
I think now they are. But he says, she says, my significant other says he's going to post all of this on Kiwi Farms if you don't respond. And Ralph says, look, I'm sorry I got carried away. And then when Josh started attacking you, I felt that if I kept bragging about you, I was telling them to fuck off. I didn't mean for it to get out of hand. Just wanted to protect you and let them know that you're worth so much more than what they were saying about you. So throughout this stream, he's getting humiliated. Everybody's laughing at him. And then... out in the the twist none of us expected. So he gets a message on screen from Ethan Ralph, and Ralph says, hey buddy, you should pull this on stream. And it was a streamable.com/whatever. And this is his haymaker. He hit the guy hard and he hit him good. You can hear in real time his heart fucking break. At the last like 10 minutes of this stream is just cold, sad silence as you hear a man, like I believe he even mentioned at one point in the stream wanting to have kids with this girl. So you hear his heart. It's fucking sad, dude. But Ethan got him. You got him, but you might have really shit the bed and put yourself in a lot of potential misfortunes in the future.
She's definitely gonna press charges of
because that's the video. Exactly. That's the video she didn't want leaked. She specifically didn't want that to come out. So the chances that she's gonna clean his clock, because she loved this guy, I think, even though she's sexually promiscuous, I think she legitimate.
She's a whore.
Yeah, but you know how a lot of whores, they'll have like a guy that they love, but they still fuck around. I've noticed that anyway. He was that guy. So she was like, really, in these DMs, like, I trust me. I was only using him to, earn like $200 in charity money. It was kind of ridiculous. But, here she is. I was using him. wraps arms around you. Promise me to get some rest. You need it. I feel like we both really are tired and just need sleep. So she's like trying to like, hey, it'll be okay, babe. I love you. That type of shit. So this was Ralph's way of saying, oh yeah? You're saying I didn't even fuck her? That you cucked me? You're gonna call me a cuck? You wanna holler over me? And then fucking send him that link. Which, to be fair, he got his hit in. Otherwise, if he didn't send it, and this is probably going to blow up in his face. It already has, but he got his hit. He swung back, and hey, this time, he fucking landed that hit.
Yeah, but he did a an own goal.
Yeah,
You can't live this down, man.
was it worth it?
Uh,
Are you winning yet, Ethan?
yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, okay, so you like totally squash some guy and just killed all his hopes and dreams. His future children are now just gone. Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
It's hard not to
Too
laugh.
funny.
It's brutal. It's just reality. This is internet blood sports, folks. Like, this is what it's supposed to be. You just watch two people destroy one another for the audience's amusement. This is it.
Sorry.
You're good, dude.
Audience,
Enjoy
I'm
it.
so sorry, man.
The thing is, drink it in chat. It will never get finer than this. This is the sweetest fucking shit we will ever experience right here, right now.
I'm sorry, man. Oh, god damn, this is funny. Damn, man.
And the thing is he thinks in his head, right? Because this lady is a bit troubled, if I'm putting it very mildly, right? A little bit.
You think?
Yeah, just a little. And Ethan Ralph, he's trying to mimic Dick Masterson, but he sees himself as this like Dean Martin suave drunk, when really like he's fucking like some mentally damaged, barely 18-year-old girl who's already like hooked up with another guy that thinks that she's like, I don't know, gonna come home, or nobody knows what the fuck's going on anymore. But hey, he's gonna be able to own all those people on Kiwi Farms and Josh Moon that said that he never had sex. But as a consequence of that, his fucking micro penis that he's been denying for years has been confirmed. The chode is real, folks.
In spades.
Confirmed.
The chode is real.
Fucking confirmed.
Yeah, and tampon breath, his chode is real. Yeah.
Can't fucking believe it.
It's not a nubbin, it's a chode.
But here's the thing, Coach. At the end of the day, it really isn't the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean, because despite having half the penis of an average man, this guy just fucked and brought to climax the entire goddamn internet. And he...
Yes, he did.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah. I mean, we're at the in the afterglow smoking a cigarette. That's how we're feeling. Well, no, that's not true. Right now, we're in the middle of the orgasm, right? It's just too fucking funny.
Yeah, we're still in the
day after. We'll smoke the cigarette. Yeah, exactly. Because this is just too fucking funny, man. I mean, when I saw that fucking video, man, I was like, and I was wondering, what on earth would compel him to release such a video?
Being petty.
Let this be a lesson to you. Yeah, let this be a lesson to you, kiddies. Never, never, never record a sex video. They never come out well.
There are so many of them already. You don't need any. But have you heard about, I think I mentioned it earlier, he had an ex-girlfriend that dumped him because she found out he was flirting with girls, and probably Faith specifically, if I remember correctly. So she dumped him. So he crawls back into her DMs a little bit later. I got to read this to you. He says this to her: "Having two women come on my cock back to back is sort of an appealing thought, is all I'm saying. Lol, I'm banned from Spotify. Angling for threesomes when I should be working. Ha 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 ha. The absolute state of myself."
Yeah, the absolute state. What a
do you guys
retard.
Do you guys think chat too? Do you guys think he has the endurance to fuck two women? Like, let's just go with one. We saw about 5 minutes of it collectively across the internet. We've all seen like 5 minutes of it. Can you think he could do that twice?
Yeah. No. And let's be honest here. He didn't even fucking move. Apart from moving aside the gunt, he did not move while he was fucking her. She was doing all the work.
Pillow Princess confirmed.
Man. Oh, this is just fucking funny.
I can't fucking believe it.
But I didn't understand the motivation for him to release this video.
So
and
that
now
you're
telling me the stream?
Yeah, he just needed to prove to the guy that he wasn't. He needed to prove to the haters that he wasn't getting cucked.
Here, let me ask you another thing. This stream of this other boyfriend, of the ex-boyfriend or current boyfriend or whatever the fuck he is, right? Whose channel did it happen on?
This is on a guy called A Halfway Crook. It was his channel.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah, I've never heard of him either. This guy here.
Oh my god! And so it was like a little stream. It's kind of like 50 people, and this shit drops.
I want to say like 300, but yeah, basically the same premise. Just like and it's a lot of the people that are here. Oddly enough, imagine that. Imagine that. So a lot of you guys saw it live. Congratulations, chat.
oh my God, this just keeps getting better and better, man. I mean, this is just yeah. I thought, see, I wasn't able to get into all the lore, and I thought that and there's just so many pages of commentary and crap, right?
Every 5
I
minutes,
mean, this
another
is
10
like,
grows.
yeah, I mean, dude, this is like a Talmudic thing, man. Commentary on the commentary on the commentary, right? So I didn't really realize that the source of why he did that. From what I had understood up to this moment that you're telling me, I thought that this guy had simply gotten drunk and maybe he was pissed off at the girl and dropped this. I didn't realize it was to get back at some other guy. And so the way you're describing it, and I'm assuming you saw it, so I'm assuming it's more or less accurate. That yeah, sure, it was a dagger through the heart of this, no question. But she's gonna be so fucking angry
Oh, yeah.
because the guy is gonna want nothing to do with her anymore. Because after you've seen some girl fuck some other guy, you don't want to fuck her. You don't want to be with her.
Yeah,
I mean,
that did
maybe
it.
just a fucker, sure, but I mean, like, you don't want to be with her. You don't want her to be your girlfriend. That's fucking. I mean, it's just like a. The memory is always there, man. No, fuck that. Right?
I'm not going to insinuate that chat should imagine, but if you can imagine imagining, right? Remove yourself twice. A woman you love getting gunted right before your eyes.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Absolutely sad.
Yeah.
It's worse than hell. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't even have an enemy.
I agree.
But I still wouldn't wish it on him.
I agree. And I mean, like that kind of image of some fat fuck sticking his micropene and she's like loving it. I would just be like, no, fuck you. I don't want to see you ever again. Period. Oh man, that's a dagger in the heart of the guy. I mean, yeah, the gun won.
I forgot to mention another.
Pissed.
I forgot to mention another detail.
Pissed.
Another detail. He's the type of guy that
God.
popped his fucking thumb in her butt and then whipped it out and sniffed it. He did it. He did that. Yeah, he stuck his thumb in her butt and then fucking sniffed it.
In the video?
In the video, yes, he did.
Oh my God! I must have, eye skip or something, or maybe like
your brain turns off.
Went
up
and just turned off my conscious mind at the horror of it. Holy shit! Oh man, like Nick Fuentes, like eating his own boogers, right? Oh God damn! That's
See, who did it better though, Joe Biden or Ethan Ralph? Like, who has the real sniffer? He sucked on it. They said he sucked on it in chat.
Well, you can't see that. You can't see that.
Chat. You guys are fucking.
Chat's
Is it
saying
tape
that-
on Kiwi Farms? Yes, it is, sir. You go help yourself. There's so much of that. Help yourself. Drink it in. Drink it in. Hell, this shit's on Pornhub now, and it says Ethan Ralph like fucks pussy, except unlike all those incels on Kiwi Farms, probably uploaded by Gator.
Yeah,
gotta hand it to him.
Because I tried to download it, figuring that maybe it'll disappear, but then I thought, of course it's not going to disappear. There are 50 million guys on Kiwi Farms downloading it right the fuck now and memeing it to Kingdom Come, right? But I tried to download it, and it said this is disabled by the Gamergator.
Well, that motherfucker. Clean it up.
That's just way too fucking.
You're gonna need a bigger mop to clean this one up, buddy. You might want to get to work.
Dude, there's no mop big enough to clean up this shit.
No, I don't think
what's
there
interesting is, dude, she's going to be so fucking pissed, right? She is definitely going to press charges. Definitely press charges. This motherfucker is a convict. He is an ex-con. He's fucked. Okay?
If this was your daughter, what would you do, Coach?
Oh, you're asking me about this whore's old man, the pathetic guy? Yeah.
You'd probably go kick this guy's ass, right? If this was your daughter fucking Ethan Ralph, like, I don't know about you. I'd at least knock on the door and be like, can I speak to you outside for a minute, sir? And even if it was just a discussion.
Her first.
Yeah.
I'd disown her first.
Yeah, she can't be in the family. We can't have that shit going on.
No. And, oh God, man, this is like horrifying. It's like, you cover your eyes and you look between your fingers because you can't look, but you can't look away. It's just too horrifying. It's so horrifying on so many levels and so many angles, And at the same time, you're like, yeah, he did win. He did flatten that poor bastard. I mean, he did stick a dagger through that guy's heart. What's the name of this faggot?
It's that channel I was just on. What is it? The Sims and Drama. I think he was planning on playing The Sims. I don't think he's probably going to touch The Sims anytime soon. That would be my
I think
guess.
he's probably reaching for the sleeping pills and the bottle of bourbon.
I would
I'd
assume
say.
that's a fair assumption. Yes.
Oh, oh God!
I
And you're
can't even
telling me
imagine.
that he saw this fucking thing live?
Yeah. And you
Oh
hear
my
his
God!
reaction in the stream. I'll send it to you later if you want the link to his stream.
Please, please send it to my Twitter, please.
It's like
Yes, I
it's like a
so.
piece of fucking life. You know how art just is so perfect sometimes, and you can just define reality and just life in general by one singular clip without commentary. That's what it is.
Oh my God! I mean, am I gonna hear in that silence the sound of someone's soul dying? Is
Yes,
that what's gonna be in that?
that's the precise
Oh
sound.
God! It's like a spiritual snuff film. Oh God! I mean, I like don't want to see it, but I do want to see
You
it.
gotta
Oh
you gotta take a peek. No way something like that exists and you don't have a fucking look.
oh, and I gotta say something because you said something that sounded like Medicare, so I'm gonna bring in Medicare. If he doesn't talk about this shit, he is a total. What do you call it? The gun brigade, gun guard.
Gun card,
He's a
yeah.
total gun guard. No, no, no. This shit. He's got to get out of his shit.
Yeah, it
If he
looks like
doesn't talk about this,
he's woken up.
what?
Apparently, he's posting back on Twitter. Yeah, he says here already there are music remixes, Pornhub re-uploads, drama channels all tweeting about it, gifs, edits. What I don't think is there any coming back from this one. What exactly was that the goal? Well, to own the fucking haters, Jim. Have you not been following this? The fucking A-logs. We gotta beat the A-logs, Jim. Do you not understand? We're in the internet jihad.
Oh God.
There
Oh
we go.
my.
No, that's
Oh
still not the
my
right fucking
God.
size. Whatever. I'll fix this
It's
later.
just too. It's just too. It's too horrifying. Oh man. And the worst part is that can't this guy just shut the fuck up and just do a fucking show? Huh? Is that so fucking hard? No. He's got to bring in a camera so he can show everybody what a fucking drunkard he is. I mean, Jesus Christ, I've like caught like clips of him, and it's like every 3 minutes he's like reaching under his desk for a bottle and pouring himself one.
Oh, dude, he was so wasted
Jeez.
today. I've never seen Ralph this drunk. I thought he was gonna puke on his face cam. I thought we were gonna see 4K footage
Oh,
of this guy throwing up.
and that was and he was drunk on camera. God. I
Yeah.
mean, Jesus. I mean, you have to have a little bit of fucking dignity. Dignity. I mean, dignity before all. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. This is just. Oh, man.
Hey,
I'm
you
telling
know,
you.
no one's gonna be
When I was
talking about
there
the
in
flagging now.
Knoxville. What?
Sorry, no one's gonna be
Beg your
talking
pardon?
about the flagging now. But go ahead.
What flagging? What's. Oh, shit.
Oh my God! Sorry, you should
I'm
finish
afraid
your
to
thought.
ask.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you familiar with how Streamy, like all of the shit that happened right before it went down, just how he would, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but from what I understand, Streamy, right before it went down, he was working behind the scenes to like shut down mostly restream channels that were just a bunch of assholes, like putting a few things, and it's still going on to this day. It's kind of funny. The Gunt retort, it's good shit. But he was getting that shut down, and people claimed that it was transformative content as well. I don't know for sure because all of the shit disappeared, but right before it disappeared, they did a partnership, or they announced a partnership with Ice Poseidon. Fast forward about 2 years, we're at D Live. He's made it known that not only can he work with the administration to like shut down like Godwin's and PPP Josh's channels, but also that when Josh had contacted them, that they had told Ralph about it, that they would work behind. That's how deep the web goes. And then wouldn't you know it? But then also Ice Poseidon announces, just like poetry, it fucking rhymes. Hey, we are happy to announce a partnership between Ice Poseidon and D Live. Like there's so much damn lore. It's hard to sift through. And then all of the Storyfire videos. You said 10 out of 10 would flag again. Godwin's video didn't even play the Patreon exclusive clip that was protected by another layer of non-fair use protective content. I don't know what they were trying to say. Here's the thing, guys. Even if you have content that is protected behind a paywall, you can still transform it and make it fair use. So either, if you apply the same standards that you applied to Mundane Matt 2 years ago to this situation, he's a flag it. Period. Full stop. All right. And that's not even to mention all of the weird shit behind the scenes. And I don't know. It's a deep fucking
What a
rabbit hole.
shit show.
It's a, yeah,
What a
what a shit
fucking
show.
shit show.
By the way, Coach, before I forget, the last time I've only talked with Godwinson a few times, but he had requested that I read you this. He says, "Hi man, just getting in touch." Okay. Also, next time you have Coach on, tell him I think he's God and that he will always be Kino. So I felt like I should tell you that.
That's very kind of him. But no, I think it's the gun flagging shit. Oh man, yeah. Well, he's a thin-skinned dolphin. What can I say? You know, or a thin-skinned walking tampon, I guess.
See,
Tampon breath.
I haven't seen a picture of the sex tape with the combos on her ass, so I don't know for sure that it was him yet. But once I see the combos, I'll know for sure.
Oh my god, this is just too screamingly funny, man. I mean, like I'm like laughed out, like oh god, I can't, because of course when I see a story like this, I automatically put myself in Ethan Ralph's shoes. If I were in that position, and I would be like, what the fuck did I do? That's what I would be thinking. Yeah, fine. I stabbed this a random guy in the heart. Okay, my ex-girlfriend's future or current boyfriend. Fine. I like fucked him over, and yeah, but at what cost? The cost is astronomical. At the cost of ridicule, the cost of potentially prison time. Because come on, this is revenge porn. This is textbook revenge porn. Okay, I mean, because everybody's gonna know, and the prosecutors will know that he released this shit specifically to get back at the girl by way of hurting her future or current boyfriend, right?
Yeah, that was the
This
intention.
this is textbook revenge porn. It's not like, for instance, you fuck some girl and you got drunk and released a sex tape and you have no idea, pissy, and you just did it because you were drunk. No, no, no. He did it on purpose. He sent it to her. He sent a DM to the guy saying, "Ooh, look at this. Look what I got." Oh man. I mean, if you're a prosecutor, I mean, Virginia right now is up shit creek with all the shit that's going on, right? But assume that they sort of have their shit together. Assume that this girl and potentially her father makes a big stink about this shit with the cops and shit, and gets a couple of detectives or a prosecutor to really get behind this shit. This fucker goes to prison 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, it could be pretty bad, especially if they want to make an example out of him. And the media has a big hard on to just if they could go, hey, this guy's an alt-right figure. Look at what they could definitely paint it as some sort of victory. So this isn't looking good for him. But at the end of the day, look, he made us all look at his dick. Well done. And he owned all of those haters that were saying that he hasn't had sex. So, consider us all blown the fuck out.
Dude, the costs of this, I mean, and the risk for nothing, for oh god, man. I mean,
just what you gain versus what you endanger yourself to. It's so not worth it. Like, what did you get out of this? The satisfaction that everyone knows you didn't get cocked, right, so to speak. But for that, this is what you're facing: unlawful dissemination of sale of images of another. So, yeah, I'll just leave that on the screen for you guys to look at for a minute. It's pretty damning.
Forget about the ridicule. It's the prison time. Okay? It's fucking prison. I mean, okay, how can I put it? You got into a scrape, you were drunk, and you kind of like got into a pushy push with some female cop, and they tossed you in jail for like 9 months. Okay, bad. Fucking bad, But okay, you come out, you're slimmer, and you've been like eating better, healthier, no booze. Booze like adds on the pounds like there's no tomorrow, right? So you're slimmer, you're semi-healthy, you get back in the game of what you were doing, you get popular, you're doing great guns. Okay, YouTube fucks you over. Oh, that sucks. But still, you got an audience, keep on trucking, right? You got the discipline to do a nightly show, you're going on up, right? But you sabotage yourself like this over nothing. And you'd think that if you'd been in jail for you'd have grown a thicker skin. You would have known, hey, this guy might be fucking with me a little bit, but it's not really, you know? I
Well,
mean, I
that's
would
what you would
assume,
think.
because,
That's what you would think,
yeah,
but what you have to understand is he probably spent all of the time in jail telling all of his prison mates about the fucking A-logs on 8chan and on Kiwi Farms. I could just see it in my head.
who knows, man? But I mean, this dumb fucker, man. See, how old is he? 34?
Yeah, I believe
32?
so, yeah.
Okay. If he goes to jail for a couple of years, okay, the whole judicial thing will be a year, right? And say they finally convict him and they ship him, right? And he's there for just say 2 years. This fucker is going to be 37, pushing 38, with 2 stretches in prison. I mean, with one, he can't get a straight job, okay? He will have been gone for 2 years, so our whole crowd will have dissipated, moved on. We'll have forgotten him. Once in a while, and you and I, while shit, in, I don't know, 3-4 years, we'll be like, oh, remember with Ethan Ralph and that whole shit show? Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that poor bastard. Yeah, because he won't have an audience, because our audience will have diffused and moved on, and that's normal, He will have nothing. He'll be a close to 40-year-old man with absolutely nothing. And you're saying that, oh, there goes, Coach whatever pill, Coach Cringe pill, projecting and like coming up with all kinds of fanciful ideas. But no, think about it. This fucker goes to jail. That's his life. That's it. He's, after that, it's just a homeless shelter. And what the fuck else is he going to do? You tell me. I'm being totally sincere.
He could start selling gun merchandise. Oh, wait, he already has. Eesh. Yeah, where do you go from here? Like, at what point do we reach bottom? Have we reached bottom, chat? What do you think? What do you think, chat? I'm gonna read a little bit.
There's the other issue too. See, the issue of Me Too. See, this woman, she's 18, and you yourself, while was saying that she tends to be kind of manipulative. How easy do you think it'll be for her to say, like, oh, I was just a poor little 18-year-old, sniffle, sniffle. Oh, help me. Oh, sniffle, sniffle.
Yeah, what gives credence to that is her ex-boyfriend. She has posted, I believe, to Twitter, maybe it was a different platform, but she has posted that she has incriminating information on her ex-boyfriend if he ever goes crazy. So that's the type of person she is.
Fuck. I mean, there's no... What's the saying? There's nothing worse than a woman scorned. I forget the exact saying. But you guys know what I mean.
Yes, and I believe he probably scorned her
like
a little.
A woman scorned. Yeah, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Yes.
That's it. Oh, man. I mean...
And that's the thing. I think she legitimately liked her boyfriend. I think she was probably just going to hook up with Ralph a few times, try to network off of him a little bit, right? I do think that was the case. And this torched her relationship that she cared about. I see her going full scorched earth on him. I mean...
Yeah. And also, what does she have to lose?
Literally nothing. She's already paid the price.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing that she didn't want out there is out there. So she's like, fuck you, fat man. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'll like burn you to the fucking ground. Oh, man. I wonder what she's got on him. Any ideas? This is idle speculation, but I'm just kind of curious.
Well, apparently he was hanging out with a purveyor of Lolicon recently, a guy named Digibro. I don't know much about him, but people... But yeah, it could be really bad.
Okay, what's Lolicon?
Lolicon is an artistic depiction of the sexualization of underage figures. So it's just like drawing
like
kids.
Anime?
Yes,
it's like
usually.
Anime shit.
From what I understand, I might be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, it is. I wouldn't want to be caught dead with anybody fucking who openly... Yeah, I want to... yeah, it's just so I guess, said hosted his show over there or something like that. Him and Faith went over there to hang out with Digibro. And immediately everyone's like, that's a red flag right there. So only God can imagine what she might have on him that could be incriminating. Because if she has on the person she loves all of this incriminating information ready to go... What do you think she would try to obtain on somebody she was just trying to grift off of?
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean? She had shit on the boyfriend?
Yeah. She, as I mentioned earlier, I think it was to Twitter. She posted that if this ex-boyfriend of hers ever gets crazy, she has some incriminating
Oh,
information on him.
I thought she was referring that to Ethan, not to the boyfriend.
No, so to her ex. So what I was saying was that
Oh,
she has established that she does stuff like that already.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean she's trouble. Okay,
Oh,
she's all
absolutely.
kinds of trouble. You know. Yeah, yeah. A girl like that, latching on to e-fame and shit, all kinds of trouble. Oh my God, this is gonna be fucking funny.
Yeah, the fallout the next day is going to be amazing. I can't wait. I mean, like I already showed it briefly on screen, we already have green screen 4K Gunt footage. So thank you,
Oh,
Ethan.
man.
You've blessed us. Coach wouldn't deliver, so Ethan had to step it up.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you never gave us that 4K Gunt footage.
Oh,
We had to wait till he released.
no.
We had to wait till this.
I knew that the sex tape was coming.
It was all a part of the Coach Coin conspiracy.
Yeah, how's your coach coin doing, huh? Up? Betcha it is. Oh man, this is fucking funny. This is goddamn fucking funny, man. Hey, isn't like Jarbo on some sort of redemption arc?
Yeah, he's on a full victory lap. Oh man, I can't imagine. Doesn't this line up with like the Boulderversity that they were going to celebrate on their show too? So the timing couldn't be better. I'm sure Jarbo right now is the happiest he will ever be. Like that scene from Fight Club where he's like, Raymond K. Hessel will have the greatest morning of his life. That is Matt Jarbo right now.
Yes. Oh, it's so funny. I watched Fight Club a couple of nights ago, as a matter of fact. Yes, yeah. Raymond K. Kessel will have the best night of the best morning of his life.
Yeah, the cereal will taste better than
Jarbo's.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, somebody should send him like a happy emoji. That because today is his day.
He was watching that stream too. He was in chat.
Oh, he was in chat.
Yes, he was. Yeah, because I was there too.
It's just so funny, like these relatively major figures on the fucking internet. Yourself, Jarbo. Jarbo, perhaps not with an audience anymore, but he's still known, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody lighting on some minor stream to get knickknacks of this ongoing saga. Oh God!
A funnier part of it. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no. The beauty of it is that when you watch a soap opera, you more or less know where it's going. But with this shit, anything can happen.
That was the twist.
Anything.
I did not imagine that to be the twist. Like I literally had a friend over as I'm looking at this go, no. He's like, what? He's like, I just saw Ethan Ralph's dick.
Oh.
You son of a bitch. It was gold. And see, that's when a face cam, a reaction would have been perfect. Seeing my face realize what I was looking at, because it took a second to click. I'm like, what the fuck is this? No, it was all bad. But it's funny too because a couple days ago. Go ahead.
I know. I was seeing on Kiwi Farms there were some guys going like on and on explaining, no, that's not really gun. It fucking is. No question.
Let me show you something. I cropped it out.
About?
I cropped out the troublesome parts, but in the sex tape in question, there is a little logo on the wall right there. So it's him. That is absolutely him.
No, I'm telling you, like, I like that's him. No question. Yeah, the fat hands, the gun. That's definitely the sound. Yeah.
Just edit in and it's true. Just cut out the not. Yeah.
And the thing is, I was like listening to like earbuds, right? Mm-hmm. And because I was on the fucking train, on the public transport, and definitely it's not like an overlay. It's not overdubbed. That was the audio. Oh no, that's him. That's most definitely him. No question. Oh man, this is just too beautiful. This is just too fucking. And I don't quite understand. Those people. Not or trying to muddy the waters in that regard. Who the fuck are they? Are they gun guards? Yeah,
so the gun guard has taken a very interesting form. They're like the Ginyu Force, but on the internet. Over the past week or so, specifically what I found it more entertaining, we had Dame Pesos. Now Dame has been pissed off on Twitter about
what happened with
how dare you say an 18-year-old girl is a teenager. He just running with that. How dare you? Because that insinuates he's a pedo. As if this same motherfucker just a few months ago didn't record an entire song about a dude being a pedo. And Dame is either being disingenuous or he's lying. He's like, well, Matt made that video saying he put a knife to a 13-year-old girl's throat. In that fucking, and when he's telling that story, he's 15 years old, and you're calling him a pedophile. You know you're lying. So he's just being a complete, just being a liar.
What the fuck
and
what happened with Dame?
And you know what's funny?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Because it's related to that. There is now the Soyless Dame show up on YouTube. He's got like 4 episodes in. Yeah, it's the Soyless Dame show.
And who's putting that up?
Fuck.
It's Jarbo.
Fuck if I know. I would assume it's Jarbo.
Okay, but what's up with Dame Pesos? I mean, he used to be cool. Now he's becoming like some kind of like pussy-ass faggot bitch.
I think a lot of these guys just look up to Dick, and because they look up to Dick, they're afraid to like speak out of turn, you know, coming against the other fans of Dick. Like, oh, you know, well, I don't want to hurt my chances of a nice lofty career. You know, I don't want to burn my bridges with Dick Masterson in the capos. You know, so.
But what the fuck is Dick Masterson doing for?
And that's the thing. I don't think he's doing much more than just kind of doing his own thing and laughing. But all of these guys like look up to him, like how in the same way a lot of people look up to Mr. Medicare and like this weird father figure thing. And it's not even. I don't think by design. I think it's unintentional, and it probably creeps them out a little bit. But all of these people, like, I have idol worship problems. It's bizarre.
I mean, no, that's seriously weird. Seriously, just creepy and stupid. I don't get it. I mean, I because if you were like paying them, okay, and when he had new project and he had all their docs information, their money, he was their money spigot. Well, okay, but now that's gone. He still has their docs, but I don't think that anybody really cares about it at this point. I mean, there are only a few people who would actually care about it at this point, right? Mm-hmm. So what exactly does Masterson have over these guys? They'd suck up to him that bad. I don't get it.
He has a show where he makes $30,000 on Patreon a month. I think it's as simple as that.
But does he distribute this largesse to these guys?
No, but he might bring them on the show sometime.
Patron? Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't translate into money for these people now, does it?
But it could be. I think that's the allure, right? And it's not even that. I don't even necessarily believe that Dick is putting that out there. But, you know, to aspiring internet celebrities, you know, they want to grow their brand. They want to be successful just like, you know, Dick Masterson. So they're afraid to step out of line. They don't want to, you know, they see him protecting Ethan Ralph, so to speak. They don't want to speak out against that. In fact, they might want to join in and help protect him. I really just think it's a chase for clout, honestly. I really do.
That's fucking weird. It's fucking sad and pathetic. I don't get it.
Remember when the internet was supposed to be fun, you know?
Well, no, not only that. I don't quite understand these gay alliances, you know, with one capo, with one head of the family and a bunch of capos. You know, it's just weird, you know? I mean, this isn't fucking market. This is fucking the internet. We're just fucking around and laughing at shit.
Right, yeah. And
my God.
It's people take the internet too seriously. I think I said this on one of the streams recently I was on, I can't remember, but you know, if you're at the point where you legitimately have like malice in your heart for somebody you talk to on the internet or somebody you watch on the internet, you should probably take a break. You know, go for a breather.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's the internet's not supposed to be that serious. It's just we're just fucking around. You know.
Yeah.
You don't got to show everyone your micro penis to own the fucking haters. I mean, thanks for going the extra mile. We really do appreciate confirming Chodegate after all these years, but that's another level, man. I never expected that.
No, neither did I. You know, that's just how I don't get it. You know, I would be so embarrassed to even look at video of myself fucking some girl, okay? Be just a sense of propriety, a sense of just dignity, a sense of just self-respect. I wouldn't be able to even look at the shit, let alone post the fucking shit, you know? And come on, you know, for like porn movies to look good and sexy, it takes a lot of lighting, a lot of camera angles, and some extremely attractive people. Whatever you think of porn stars, they are genuinely, most of them, fairly attractive people. But, you know, homemade porn, man, it ain't. It's badly lit, badly shot, and the actors are just, they need to lose a few pounds or tons, as the case may be. Holy fucking shit, man. I
I
mean,
like
look at those people,
somebody
you
in
know?
chat, Stan Olch, says, YouTube is like the Young and the Restless raped the Trailer Park Boys. That is fucking on point.
I'm looking at like the video, right? I have like a frozen, and it has this weird symmetry to it because see, like the bottom half of the screen is the gun, right, and the top half is this fat ass of this girl, right, and it's like her ass is like split, on the vertical, right where his gun hole is. It's just this weird, in a weird way. It's almost like a Kubrick shot. It has this bizarre symmetry to it, like something out of The Shining.
I did get some
The
vibes
Shining
from that. I will
hell.
say.
What?
I did get some fucking Shining haunted feelings watching that. I will say.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I can just looking at this video. I can feel my like some essential part of me just diminish by a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just. Oh god, I'm laughed out. I'm all laughed out at this shit. Okay, so what do you think the effects are going to be of this shit moving forward?
It
Just shoot
depends.
the shit and speculate, just for the hell of it, because I gotta run, and I'm dying to find out what happens next. So let's just speculate about future episodes and chat. Speculate away as well, please. Wild, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, if I think about it like a 1980s movie, like Epilogue, where like Ethan Ralph went on. Ethan Ralph is probably going to continue doing the kill stream until something happens. And when I say something happens, either A, Faith is going to stay by his side because she has no other option. She's going to run away from home and join the Gunt, and she'll be a Zoomer girl. That'll be her new identity, and she will just grow off of that brand. Oh, he calls her Zoomer girl.
Kidding? No. You think that she's going to go back to him?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the reason I think that is because I think she was planning on going back to the fellow with the helmet with the dildo on his head. I think she was planning on doing that, but because he's probably not cool with it now, I think that she's going to see Ethan Ralph as an opportunity of getting out. At the same time, what she had said to her ex, I don't know, maybe Ethan Ralph won't take her back. So, or what if she got pregnant? You'll notice in the sex tape she didn't fucking use a condom.
I totally disagree with you on that. Totally disagree with you. I think that what she's going to do is, the ex-boyfriend is not going to take her back, and she will never go back to the Gunt. On the contrary, she's going to go so pissed, so scorched earth motherfucker that, she's going to call the cops. She is going to call to the prosecutor. She's going to go sniffle to the local DA or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to go to town on Ethan. I mean, that, or just sort of like say to herself, no, I got to get the fuck away from all this shit and just go radio silent and just disappear.
And see, and that's
one
the
of those
thing.
Two options.
That's the thing. He could be the big mistake she made that will kind of put reality into perspective for her. That'll happen to a lot of people, where somebody just needs to have a bad relationship or a bad interaction with a short-term lover, and it really just fun. It's like, all right, I got to go to school now. I got to get my ducks in a row. I got to start paying off my loan. That type of shit. A reality check. And if I'm honest, that's the most likely of scenarios. And if that's the case, she's going to go, like you said, fucking scorched earth on him, and it doesn't look good.
Well, there's also the other thing. And the more I think about it, the more likely I think that this scenario is going to play out. Hear me out. She is going to think that she can parlay this into e-fame for herself. And she's going to milk this shit, and she's going to pursue criminal charges just to create more attention on herself and therefore, quote unquote, build her brand. I think that that's the way she's going to go.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely.
Does she have Instagram or YouTube or any shit like that?
All the above. Yeah. She, according to this, one of the DMs here, let me bring this up. It should only take a second. She wanted to grow her brand so she could get more.
Definitely. She's going to do that. Definitely.
Right here?
No,
here.
Yeah.
There we
go. Definitely, that's what she's going to do.
See, she
grow
says
her
here,
brand.
Faith, or he says to her,
Gunt's cadaver.
Faith, I hear your sentiment. I do feel it puts hand on your chest, but you said almost the exact same thing last month. Tell me that you were just using him to boost your fame. Yeah, I kind of was. I wanted more money for my fundraisers. I really wanted to hit $200 before the end of the year.
$200 a month?
I guess in total.
No, that can't be real.
Yeah, it was real.
Oh
He
my
showed it
God.
and was scrolling up and everything.
Jesus, when you hear stories of white trash, right? So much more pathetic than you can possibly imagine, you know? Good God, $200 is, throwing away her dignity and self-respect for $200? Good God. Good God. Well, so anyway, you remember Pinecone?
Oh, of
Remember
course.
how
How could I
she,
forget?
yeah, how could anybody forget, right? Remember how she tried to parlay her fucking Andy Worski into like an e-career?
Did she really? I didn't
But
even
here,
notice.
yeah, she tried to. And what's his name? What's her name? Faith, right? This is a bigger deal because also there are more people who hate Ethan Ralph's guts. And so they are happy to see more of this shit, right? And they are happy to, add fuel to the fire. And if that means supporting this, proto thought, why not? They'll do so. I mean, I certainly would. I'll watch her shit. I'll egg her on and see what she does insofar as calling the cops and giving some sob story to the DA. And fingers crossed that she actually was 17 when she started this guy. That would be
Well, according to the
sorry for the
X,
pun, the
yeah,
cherry on top.
the cherry on
Hmm.
top. Better than the corn on top because it really wouldn't go good on dessert. But, oh, man, this reminds me of Twin Peaks too. The corn, the cream corn, the
I
Garmin
don't remember
Bosia.
that shit.
Okay, never
No,
mind.
I didn't watch Twin Peaks, but
That
yeah.
seems like something you would like.
But what's his name? The ex-boyfriend, right? Or whatever boyfriend. Did he intimate that she was underage?
On stream, he said that when they started talking, she was 18.
When Ethan and her started talking, she was
Yes.
she
As far
was
as him,
18.
as far as him and her, I think if I remember correctly, it might be a different guy, but I know she had a boyfriend that was had started talking to her before she became of age. I don't know if it's the same guy.
Well, whatever the fuck. I think the revenge porn is more than enough. We don't have to go fishing for like statutory rape. That because we don't know, and that's sort of like a clear cut thing. When did you start fucking her, and when's your birthday? Done. But the revenge porn thing, yeah, I think that if I were her, okay, thinking about it from her point of view. Okay, let me rephrase this. Not that I would do this if I were her, but rather putting myself in her shoes and looking at her priorities and recognizing how fairly limited this young girl is. Yeah, sure, she must think to herself that this is, an opportunity to, make hay while the sun shines. So she'll push the e-career. That makes the most sense. And to push the e-career, you have to have events, you have things happening. And what's more interesting and riveting than an ongoing criminal investigation and, potentially criminal charges filed against somebody reviled by a certain extremely vocal minority of the this is going to be fucking funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
reaction from this is the fallout is probably going to be bigger than what we experienced last night, and I don't know. I don't know that it'll be as sweet. It's sort of like the first time you've had ice cream. It's not gonna be as sweet as the first time.
Yeah, never. It never comes close. Yeah, yeah. I saw this meme of this child. This very, she looked to be 18 months old, something like that. A young girl, right? Like a toddler, okay? And she's sitting there, and her parents bring this big ice cream cone, and she's never had ice cream, and she like tastes it, right? And she like stops, and her eyes just go wide. Grab the cone, the actual ball of ice cream, and just pull it at her face, right? Like say, "This is yummy," right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Faith. Faith is like, with all this attention that she's going to get, and I will bet you every fucking half-assed streamer is going to want her on their show to talk about this shit. That attention is like cocaine. It's like ice cream to a toddler. She is going to go nuts for the attention.
especially someone
I
in
mean,
her
come on.
generation, like her age group. Like that is a
Like
very
like
narcissistic
3P?
generation. Yeah.
Like 3P? 3P, you think that he's not out there?
I want to
Fuck
see her
yeah.
on This Week in Nectar personally, but I actually
Oh
asked the
yeah.
ex-boyfriend, I'm like, hey, what are the chances we can get this chick on This Week in Nectar? Please, can we please get this? I need it in my life. And that was before the release of the God Rod. I've been calling it the God Rod. I mean, there
Oh
is
no, it's not
no
the God Rod.
the
It's
God
the Gut
Rod,
Rod. It's
the
the
Gunt
Gut
Rod.
Rod. Oh my, or not even the rod. It's more like the Gunt what? The Gunt soldering iron. No, the what do you call the soldering
I like to
stuff?
think of it
Not
as a love bump.
That's fucking good,
So
man.
if
That's
he's
good.
Dick Jr., what do you call that? You know, I'm not sure if I already said this, but this is like the reverse of being John Malkovich. Like if you open a door and instead of becoming John Malkovich, you become Ethan Ralph, and you see through his perspective. Somebody should put this in VR. Just the Gunt and then the Dick. It just you see it from his perspective, and it's surreal, man. It's like a piece of art. Like that experience needs to be in a fucking museum somewhere.
This is a horror of unimaginable proportions, dude. I can't get over this. I mean, honest to God, I cannot get over this. This is just,
See, and there's an
oh my
irony here
God.
too, because for the past, I don't know, probably a couple of months now, like since the conspiracy, Ethan Ralph has had Josh Moon's dick on his mind just every fucking day, talking about this guy's dick, just about how it doesn't
What?
work. Just
What?
he's talking a
Okay,
lot about
fill
his
me in
dick.
on that.
Okay, well,
Why?
the lore behind Josh is that he has difficulty coming to climax, right? And so I guess the way Ethan had interpreted it was that his dick doesn't work at all. So they've been running with that, no dick, null, it doesn't fucking work, blah, 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 right? So he's been talking about Noel's dick for a while now, and now finally we're all talking about his dick. It's great.
Oh God, it's just too pathetic, man. Come on, you realize how pathetic this shit is.
I do. I'd reached the point because last time you and I had talked about Ethan Ralph, you kind of said something that resonated with me. It's like, is this guy at what point does he become so pathetic that he's not even worth like paying attention to anymore? And I just can't help myself. It's just such an entertaining trash fire. It's really nothing personal against the guy, but I really
Oh no, no.
reflected upon that for a little bit. I'm like, maybe you're right. Like, I take a step back for a second. And then as I'm trying to take a step back, it's like this bastard knew I was trying to be a little bit more professional and do other shit because he's like, no. Oh, what's that? You want to start doing a podcast? Well, I'm going to fucking show my dick to everybody. Try not to comment on that, motherfucker. Checkmate. You got me. You got me.
Oh man, damn, son. This shit is just too funny. Yeah, in my own case, it's sort of like the gun, like spreading lies about me and shit like that. I'm like, fuck you, right? But the lies that he spread about me in comparison to the comeuppance he's had, comeuppance that he inflicted on himself, is just so disproportionate that my personal animosity towards him is gone.
Yeah.
I feel absolutely nothing to him because fate and his own weakness and his own failures as a man have led him to this horror of a life.
It's not even misfortune,
Dude,
like things that were out of his control. Everything that has happened to him was a direct effect of something that he did. He has only himself to
exactly.
blame. And that's why it's such an
Exactly. This is
interesting
not,
story.
yes, because this is not Job. This is not the story of the book of Job. Those of you who didn't go to Catholic school or Sunday school, the book of Job is, God and the devil make a bet. And that whether Job, who is this righteous man who believes in God, will still continue to believe in God if God takes away everything he's got. So God, takes away his land, his wealth, his wife, his kids, everything. Just takes them all away, and Job continues to believe, right? But the things that happen to Job are literally acts of God. But here, no, they're acts of the Gunt. Every single one of them was an act of the Gunt, a deliberate, purposeful act of the Gunt. The only thing that you could claim that sort of like happened to him was when YouTube nuked his channel over the heel stream. That's the only thing. Everything else that's happened to him, it was his own fault. He brought it on himself. Oh my goodness. You there?
Yeah, no, sorry. I was reading chat and I was like, oh shit, that was probably, I forgot to mute myself. Yeah, I did. I pounded a large coffee right before the stream. So yeah, if I do burp into the microphone, my apologies. I had to
Yeah, me
chug
too.
this
Because
motherfucker. I had to get, you sent me the message and I was like, all right, well, I gotta walk to the gas station now and get a coffee. I have to wake up now. Like shit's going down now. So
no, this is, and this is, mark my words, this is gonna last for at least a couple of weeks. This is like a shotgun blast through our whole scene, because everybody has to comment to this shit. Everybody. This is too big to ignore. This is, oh, this is so beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it like this weird beauty of, you know, humiliation and self debasement. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Hello. Oh, come on, Wild. Are you there?
yeah, no, someone told me to check
Well,
DMs. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
what? Yeah, what did the DM say?
Well, it is Colbert. Here, I'll just go ahead and bring it up on screen. I think this is it's stream friendly.
Read it to me because I don't have a screen in front of me.
Okay, well, it is Colbert jumping on top of the Gunt. They use the green screen cleverly to, let me just go ahead and.
Oh god.
There we go.
This is. Remember the original Gunt picture?
I do.
Right? Me, Masterson, Ethan, and the fellow who took the picture. I mean, or it was his camera rather, who was visiting us at Knoxville. I remember Knoxville. I had good memories of it. I had a good time. It was a nice time. I had a lot of laughs. I thought, Andy and Ethan were great guys. By the way, I saw Andy on some show with some big name that I'd never heard of.
Red Bar.
Some hero of. He ripped him an asshole and said, "I don't."
Yeah.
Fuck away from. Holy shit!
Did you love
disavow.
the craft too? Because he like kind of puffed him up throughout the whole stream. Like, this guy's great. I don't care what anybody says. This guy's awesome, right? I love this guy. And then throughout the stream, as they're watching the stay back, he's like, "All right, this guy's a loser. Fuck this guy." Like it seemed to intentionally like puff him up so they could shut him down. It was fucking beautiful.
You think it was like on purpose to craft?
Oh yeah, I think that's his style, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I wanted
like
to ask you about something since you're here. So in the Knoxville videos, there was one video you recorded where you said, "Hey, I had a lot of fun tonight. Not as much fun as other people, because some people will have significant others." Were you referring to Ethan Ralph? Now that Nora and him have split.
No. I'll say honestly, I was referring to Andy who'd fucked Pinecone. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I mean,
yeah, I thought so
she
too.
slept with him. I mean, they woke up the next morning cuddled up, right? I saw them because they were sleeping in the living room, right? And I didn't, and I liked Nora at the time, and I didn't want her to get the wrong idea about Ethan, and so of course that's why I brought it up. Okay, I mean, like at the time I had a very good relationship. I'm not gonna fuck, right? Mm-hmm. Inadvertently, especially because I had no intention of, Nora thinking that anything on or anything untoward was happening, right? So yeah, that's why I said it. But at that time, I assumed that nothing had happened between Ethan and Pinecone. I realized when I talked to Pinecone that she probably gave him a blowjob at some point. I mean,
she got defensive, right?
Easily.
You remember that?
Real fucking. Yeah, and she rage quit on me, and I was like, shit. Yeah, I mean, at the time, I thought genuinely, I was like embarrassed in the sense of like, shit, I really it up. But then I realized it's not that I fucked it up. She fucked him. She, sucked his dick or whatever. And he was still with Nora at the time that I talked to Pinecone. It was when I had my shitstream channel.
Yeah.
And and I'm glad I don't have the shitstream channel because this whole thing is a little bit too addictive, and
yeah, it is.
I mean, I love this shit. I love it like, you love Mexican soap operas or some shit like that. But
exactly,
part of the reason I really want to get on and talk to you about this shit is because I don't have anybody in my circle to talk about this shit. Thank God, okay? Because this shit to me is like my heroin. It's like way addictive. I can't get enough of this shit, And it's sort of like, how could I put it? I mean, like right now, I know what's going to happen to me. I've got a dinner party and shit. And I got some work shit that I got to do. It's like 2 p.m. here, and I got to go and move my motorcycle and do some other shit. But anyway, I've got like a whole bunch of shit to do. But I know that all I want to do is get on the computer and check out that stream with the boyfriend and just get to the bottom of all this shit. And I know that it's like a bad addiction. It's like unproductive time suck, but it just feels so good to just lose your mind to this kind of retardation, I mean, doesn't it feel wonderful? I'm asking you sincerely, Wild. Doesn't it feel great?
Yeah, it does. No, it's this is the high. This is the high that you normally chase. That's, you hear about addicts trying to chase the first high. This is it. This is as good as it gets, folks. Like, there's no, like, this is the feeling after a great WrestleMania or something like that. Because I compare looking at this sphere of the internet through the same lens. Like, it's entertainment, right? Like, it's like wrestling. You can't always talk to every person about wrestling, but when you find a person that does talk wrestling, you're like, yes, I found somebody. And then you can shit post about it.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was so desperate to talk to you about this shit. And I'm going to leave now because I want to keep on talking about this shit. I could hours, and I'm sure chat wants to kill me because your chat hates my guts.
Oh, they're digging you today.
Chat. Oh, okay, thanks. But I got to tell you, I got to ask chat, okay? Has there ever been any specific incident since the Discourse server recordings of Kraut's Dox and Smear server, since that shit, has anything come close to the sheer high, the sheer nuclear volume of this sex tape? I mean, sincerely.
No, Monkey Jones didn't even come this close.
No, I didn't mean to give a shit about Monkey Jones. But
yeah, I didn't either.
Even if I had, so what? So he fucked some girl. But the motivation of why he released it and all this is just, holy cow. This is too perfect. This is too beautiful. This is too much. Oh man, I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. Do you know why?
Why?
Because obviously the universe loves us. Universe, God, karma, the yin yang principle, whatever the fuck, it loves us. It loves us and wants us to be happy. It wants us to be happy and enjoy life and enjoy the fact that our lives are not Ethan Ralph's life. Our lives are normal compared to this fucking retarded asswipe.
And thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that. Well, I unfortunately do have to run, but oh man, thank you so much for having me on. I so appreciate it. Chat, thanks very much. And I'll catch you guys later. But if you do another stream in a few days to talk about this shit and any new developments, please think of me and get in touch with me because I love talking about this shit.
Will do, man. Okay? Will do. All right.
Take it easy, man.
Take care, Coach.
Bye.
Later. All right. Well, chat. What a fun stream it's been so far. I got to read out my super chats. Hold on a second. And I see that we have people waiting in Operation Ram Ranch. Don't worry about the name. It just sounded catchy at the time. But real quick, thank you everybody. I know I wasn't reading the donations during the thing. I feel weird interrupting people. Like, hold on, Coach. Hold on to that thought. I got to read out this donation. But we'll knock these out real quick. So we had Laser Twat with €2. I can only blame myself for having watched that. That's very true. I only have myself to blame. Ray Sis with $20. Thank you very much. T-Clips with $4.99. I love the thumbnail. Corn emoji. And Ear Juice with $5 Australian. That ex-boyfriend is creepy. Faith and Dad called him a stalker. I did see that, by the way. He has nearly 200 alt accounts, probably to pretend he has conversations. He popped up last week. Pretty crazy. And then we also had that one guy with $6.99 Canadian. He huffs the scent of his fingers after he sticks it in the back. I did see that, and I unfortunately cannot unsee it. That one guy with $6.99 Canadian. It all makes sense when you understand Ralph is obsessed with himself. He is a bit of a narcissist, and if you explain the fact that he had to blow the fuck out all the haters that thought that he, was getting cucked. That's the worst thing that could happen to a person on the internet is getting cucked. Then he'd be like Maddox, right? so he had to prevent that by any means necessary, apparently. Cool tactic with 5 Canadian. I think it's becoming more and more likely that Mr. Vickers will shoot Ralph. I believe he said something to that effect. So, yikes. Say no to Gino with 20 NOK. Check your Twitter DMs. I did. Thank you, by the way. If I get around to it, we'll get to that. And then 279 through Super Chat from that one guy, the Gunts Runt. That's a good name for it, honestly. Shit, guys. Get back to here. So, Toxic Tick to own the trolls. I still can't believe it, chat. Like, that lore has been around for forever, right? The oh my god, that tick's not even real. That's not my real tick. That's not mine. He disavowed ownership of that for a long time. That's not my real boy. That's not my son. I don't know that dick. And now it is. Oh well, he recognizes it now. So, what a fucking ride. What a ride, chat. So, I wasn't planning on sticking around for very long, but I see that there are people. So we might bring in a few callers in classic, what would you call it? Kumite fashion. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, everybody. I just wanted to grab a Red Bull. I know I just had a cup of coffee, but... No, Jimmy Jones. People were DMing me saying, bring up Jim's Twitter. I wouldn't have even brought it up because I thought there was a reason to go to Jim's Twitter, like something particularly spicy. But, yeah, there's nothing there. I had already... All of the stuff that he might have tweeted out, I already had ready for the stream, so... Alright, so let's see. I do have the stream bot going now. You should be good. Let me bring people in. So somebody, let's see, who is it that just DM'd me? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we'll bring in Shamu. Alright, well, let's see. We got... What, 7 people? That's not too bad. We can probably knock out a few callers. I've been considering doing callers for a while, and I wasn't planning on it, but when I went to finish up the call, I noticed we had people, so fuck it. You know, you can't call into the Kumite or the kill stream anymore, so fuck it, right? Shamu, I'm going to bring you in. There should be a delay, so I'll wait 1, 2, and 3. Shamu, you're live on The Harvest. Why don't you go ahead and give us your thoughts on everything that's going on?
Yeah, for sure. It's probably the pinnacle of white trash gunt sex, I guess you could say. It's pretty amazing. I've never seen someone torch themselves in gasoline and then light themselves on fire quite as much as I did tonight.
It was unbelievable. I could barely believe it myself. Like, you've probably noticed throughout the duration of the stream, I said I can't even imagine. Like, I'm still flabbergasted. Like, the Kubler-Ross graph of the 5 stages of grief. Like, I'm still in denial. I haven't coped with my denial yet.
Yeah, everyone was laughing, you know, like in the VC and whatever, but it's like after that, it's like, I don't even know what to do. It's like, I can't even believe this actually just happened. But yeah, and did you see, so so there's a few things. Something I wanted to mention that's important, but there's a few things about the video. You notice that Ralph has like his little Zidane Gator and Ethan Ralph little cutouts in the room, right? Okay. And you saw how much dust was on that fan. Like that fan is covered in just nasty dust.
Oh,
like
man.
It's ridiculous. The fan that's right next to him.
I didn't even look that close.
Disgusting.
But I believe you.
Okay.
Let me bring up a picture here.
Yeah. I'll post it in the general after this. But so one important thing about this that you kept mentioning, like the boyfriend and stuff, right? So people that went to the archives, there was a few people, but the number one thing was, and the guy actually said it tonight. If you go back into the stream, he says that he loves Faith, that she loves him, blah blah blah. But he does say they've known each other for 5 years. They love each other. They want to have kids, but they've never met in person. They've not once been in the same room. They've never seen each other in person. And one of the things with Faith is she has this legion of simps. The people that went through all the archives. So there was like 4,500 or more different tweets and different things when it comes to the guy that was streaming, who I feel honestly really bad for, because I in my opinion, he got taken for a massive ride.
Yeah, I did.
And Faith. So, and they all have different alts and everything else. But the big thing is the simps. She has plenty of people that are protecting her. And then there are plenty of tweets related to her, like, oh, I love this person, or, I have a special bond with her. And they all happen to be donators and stuff. And so Faith would always tweet out these charities, right? The guy mentioned that she has these charities, and that's what she was going into Ralph for. Well, the charities are a little bit weird, and I can find them. I have them somewhere. But some of them are like, oh, it's a charity for June, but you can still buy stuff after June. Oh, it's a charity where it's like 50%, but only 50% for like this 2 weeks, and then you can buy some more stuff. And I think it's really odd that there's all these simps around her that like think that they're in love with her or whatever, but they've never met her. They've never been in the same room. This guy's been in her life for 5 years and is supposed to be like the love of her life, but he's never even talked to her in person.
I see. So it's not as tragic. We're not talking about like an intimate lives with his girlfriend, been together for 5 years. We're talking about an internet relationship for 5 years. So that is a lot different. Still feel bad for him a little bit, though.
Oh, yeah. I feel terrible for the guy. I mean, he never thought, like, he thought 100% that, she was with him. But in my opinion, I think that everyone was getting taken for a ride. I think that, she said that she was with Ralph to take him for a ride, to get more interest in her, those quote unquote charities. I honestly seriously doubt the fact that she said that too makes it like highly questionable, because like when I first started looking at the archives and stuff, and I saw all these charity things, oh, charity this, charity that, just shilling her stuff, and then all the simps like, liking every single, it's all the same people, all the same simps, right? And there's all kinds of shit with that I can't really go into because it's not my place. But there was a lot of weird shit surrounding that, and the simps that she had and everyone else, away from just that guy that streamed tonight.
I see. And I maybe it was you, somebody mentioned that he has like a bunch of sock accounts. Do you think that maybe that's just him under all of those accounts?
No. Nope. Definitely not. So all his sock accounts were gone through. His sock accounts, typically, they'll all be a combination of the word like a halfway crook, right? So he'll do something different with that. But there were individuals talked to that are totally different, have like a history. Some of them do the same things as Faith, like with the drawings and things like that. Just the difference is that to me, it seems like they're contributing to her charities. I use like quotations because I don't know. I really think that they were being like sent around to basically just like pay for her charities, but also she was pocketing money for that. I mean, like some of them are like, they're not all going to charity, and some of them are not all going to charity when it's a different month, So, And I can try to find that page and send it to you, but yeah, it's a little strange.
Crazy. And I know that the father has claimed or publicly stated that this guy is a danger to his daughter as well. So, I don't know much about this guy, but he does seem to be a bit questionable. I mean, hasn't he admitted to being a meth dealer?
Yeah, so the guy is a complete degenerate. Like, he's got a foot fetish. He likes to be dominated. Like, they would hurt where he was this submissive. That's where the meme came from for a little bit. I don't know if you saw it, where like Ralph was being dominated by Faith, right?
I saw that.
Has
Yeah.
all the, yeah, Faith has all this stuff where she's talking about, oh, I love dominating men, and that's what that guy was into. He's like, wanted to be dominated. You have racial slurs yelled at him. I mean, there's all kinds of shit.
See, and I had a theory. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go ahead.
I had a theory a while back. I pitched it to a friend of mine, like in real life, because we've been following this, casually. And with all of that in mind, her particular fetish to humiliate and her internet boyfriend's interest in being humiliated, I guess that this boyfriend had mentioned on Twitter that he hates Ethan Ralph. So I was thinking, as an ultimate show for her love for him and attempt to humiliate him and give him the best, orgasm ever or whatever, that she was doing this just to appeal to his humiliation fetish. And I don't think maybe that could be the case still, but it didn't work. That was not a guy who was getting off to what he was seeing. I'll say that much.
Nah, he was heartbroken, and I felt terrible for him. I felt terrible for him after he confirmed. So when he first started the stream, I felt like, okay, maybe they actually had been seeing each other for a while. But he confirms in the stream, oh, no, I've actually never seen her in real life. I've actually never spent any time with her in real life. It's just something online. So let's get this straight. Like, let's lay it out, right? So the dad's saying that this guy's a crazy stalker. So if he's a crazy stalker, why is Faith egging him on? Why is she flirting with him? Why is she being sexual with him? Well, because she wants him to simp, and he's been a simp for fucking 5 years for this girl. And yeah, I mean, whether he deals or whatever else doesn't really matter, because she's never had any contact with him by his own admission. And there were other guys, right? Let me try to think about this in a way I can say it. So there were other guys that were like under her palm or whatever, that were, concerned and like, letting people know things, but they were like terrified, right? Because they were terrified of like losing her or something, right? So it's just like it was an enormous amount of simps. And the only thing I can think of when you go back through archive, the two main things are things with sex and domination, and then shilling her charity, shilling for Keen, shilling for all kinds of people. So there's a lot of that kind of shit too.
I see. So the picture is starting to materialize in front of our eyes, but I think the following next couple of days will really put it together for us. I mean, how's this going to end up? How do you see this playing out?
I kind of think, hold on, I'm getting a DM right now. Can you give me 1 second?
You're good,
It has
dude.
to do with something. Okay, give me 1 sec.
Take your time. I'll carry us out for a minute. I see that there's nobody left in Ram Ranch, so I'm not sure if you're just trying to get one of you in, so that works, because I didn't really want to go through 7 people.
Yeah. Everyone was just kind of like, hanging out, enjoying the thing, and then we were watching the stream, and I was like, oh no, he actually thinks that was legit. So
thank you.
The person that I was talking to, like, the reason why some of this stuff was found out was because of one of the people that kind of figured out what was going on, right? That he was kind of being used in that way. So yeah, I think that they were feeding money into these charities. That's how she gets money, right? Whether or not money goes to those charities, I have no fucking idea. Like I said, on the way it's described, it's like for that month and then it's off, but they can still buy. As far as like where it's going to end up, I think Ralph's fucked, first of all. That is revenge porn, like just straight up
Textbook.
revenge porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he did it to embarrass her, and also, this I don't know if you talked about this. So it is confirmed that Faith graduated in May, right?
Yes.
Uh, Ralph's ex confirmed that Ralph had been seeking out Faith and DMing her back in January. So while she was still in high school, while this girl was still finishing out her senior year, a 34-year-old man was grooming her to come and live with him in the fucking crack shack. And the fucking that room looks like it has roaches crawling all over it. It's so disgusting. But yeah, no, he was talking to her and searching her out while she was still in school.
She was still in
it's
high
disgusting.
school. She was 18. But yes, it's still fucking gross. Like, when they were bringing up the legality of things, like, this isn't the court of law right now. Like, it doesn't matter if she was 18 or 17, besides whether or not you're going to have the book thrown at you legally. That's the only difference. The only difference between her being 17.5 and her being 18 is whether or not the cops are coming for you. The court of public opinion doesn't change, though. It's still creepy.
It's terrible. Yeah, there's nothing to discuss. Like, all those fuckers like Dame and Gator and all those fucking people that are sticking up for this are like, they have no fucking honor. They have no morality. This is a high school girl. Like, if anyone remembers what they were like when they were 18, they realize how much of a fucking moron they are. And now this girl has her, this is going to be online forever. Yeah. It's going to be like something that no one's ever going to forget. It's way worse than the monkey stuff. It's like pretty much the pinnacle of like trash fire as far as IBS goes. And it's all because Ralph decided to get so pilled out and drunk that he fucking sent that message to the guy to own him, and in effect completely destroyed his life.
And maybe the life of this young woman too. And I'm sure, with her father on Twitter, I would be surprised if he hasn't already had that sent to him. I hope he hasn't seen it, but they sent it to him.
I can confirm that it has been seen. I'll just say it's not good. It's not good for Ethan. So,
has the father made any sort of public statement? Has he said anything? Talked to anybody that you know of?
He hasn't made any statements publicly, but I'll say it's not good for Ethan, and then I think people can kind of figure out enough from that.
Yeah, there are not words to express what I would do if this was my daughter.
I would want to kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, at the very least, it would be knocking on his door. His sick mom answers the door. Hi, is Ethan Ralph here? I need to speak with him outside, please. Like, at the very least, there would be a face-to-face, like, listen here, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Fear of God. And, desperately, this guy does kind of need a father figure, so who knows? Maybe big...
and one...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is actually really important, and I didn't think about it. One of the guys... So there was 3 or 4 main guys that, like, were going through this to build up, like, how this was actually working out. So the stuff about all the meth and all the stalking stuff was used, because this guy never met her in real life, right? So these things were used to kind of detract from her being seen as somebody that was using these people, right? So if you really think about it, Faith is sending out these tweets being like, "Oh, he's a meth head. I can blackmail. I can do all this shit. I can fuck his life up." And then behind closed doors, she's on Instagram like, "Oh, I'm gonna cuddle up to you. Oh, I love you." Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Just like fucking for all day. So yeah, man, like, it's sick. Like, I know that it's bad for her, but you shouldn't do that to people. I don't know what exactly she's doing to these guys, if it's just for money or if it's just because she gets some kind of pleasure out of it, but it's definitely not good. It's not good to treat people that way. That guy tonight, like, you could hear it in his voice, man. Like, I don't even know it. He was on a high, like, it was like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be great, and then he realized, like, wow, that's actually what happened. So
yeah, it was pretty fucking brutal. I'll say that much. I hope no one I know ever has to experience something of that magnitude.
Nah, yeah. And I don't know if you saw, but, like, I mean, it's just there's something, like, poetic about Ralph trying to keep a shirt on for like the last couple of years, you know, trying at all costs, doesn't want to fight PPP. If they do fight, he won't take his shirt off. So the fucking like first person to actually, you know, the guy to actually finally get the 4K gun is Ralph himself sending out this fucking disgusting sex tape to where you can see him like have to lift up the gunt and readjust it just to fuck this girl. And also the micro penis is confirmed. Like he confirmed that he has like a tiny dick. Like, great own, dude. You really fucking showed them. You have no penis and like your gunt is so large you can barely have sex. Congratulations.
He literally has a half dick. It's unreal because he's been denying this for years. I don't remember the exact lore behind Encyclopedia Dramatica, but I know there was something having to do with a micro penis. Go ahead. Learn me something.
So the lore on that was that Ralph, I don't remember if like it was somebody that had like catfish, but it was something to do with a porn star, right? So he like sent this dick pic to a porn star, and it's the one that people have seen. Like it was brought up during the IBS apocalypse. Like that goes back a long ways, but people had to find it for that. And yeah, so he sent it to some porn star or something, or someone he thought was a porn star. That got out. He denied it up and down, got it taken down. And when it came up again, he said, no, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. But as you can see, he's so fucking stupid. He posts the video where he confirms that, yes, that is his dick. And yes, it is about 2 inches. Erect.
That's rough. That's rough, you know, but like I said to Coach, man, you know, despite that, his dick has caused a massive wave through the internet. So, you know, he has that going for him.
Yeah, the symbiote of the gunt, man, knows no bounds, you know? Who knows what's going to happen next?
You never know what you'll get on the kill stream, I guess they say.
That's true. That's true. And also, did you guys talk about the fact that Faith confirmed that Ralph just treats his mom like just absolute shit?
Yeah, she was saying that, and considering that she was saying that to the ex-boyfriend, with whom she also seems to be really, I don't know, I wouldn't say dishonest, but it's hard to take her for her word. But yeah, according to her in the DMs, he just yells at her all the time, and also apparently, again, according to her, she drank a whole bottle of vodka and vomited everywhere, and he just yelled at her, which is kind of funny.
I can believe that because
yeah, me too.
So the thing about, even with liars and sociopaths, whatever, like things like that, I don't think they're gonna lie about. She's gonna lie about how she feels about the guy and like, you know, string him along, but I don't think she'll lie about things like that. And Coldo wants to come on and say something too, if you want to pull him up.
Oh yeah. I'll let you finish. Any other thoughts before I bring in the other person?
No, that's about it. There'll be a bit shoot of Cognitive Thought reacting to this disgusting sex tape coming up here in a minute. I'm sure you guys will be able to find it. Should be pretty funny. And yeah, have a good one.
Have a good one, man. Thanks for clearing the air. Oh, man, yeah. Get hype. Get the Cog, Ethan Ralph critique, sex tape critique. I'm looking forward to Worski's inevitable review of it as well. Now, I guess somebody was saying I should check Ralph's Twitter. People keep telling me to check Twitter. I'm done checking Twitter. I've checked enough fucking Twitter. I hate Twitter. But they're saying he's denying it. Now, he's wearing the same watch. He has a kill stream thing on the wall. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I think it's clearly him, but fuck, only time will tell. Also, chat, you're saying check it. I'm blocked. I can't check it. So just tell me, whatever it is, it's fake news. But here's the thing. It was on his Instagram account that he DM'd the guy on. So did he get hacked? Did somebody else film that video and add the audio? Like, what are the chances, chat? Press 1 in chat if you think this is the legit and that he's trying to clean it up now. Press 1 if you think he absolutely in a drunken fucking stupor. I don't know if any of you guys saw his ass last night on the kill stream. He was drunk as fuck, right? Press 1 if you think his drunk ass actually did it. Press 2 if you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And it's not true. It actually isn't true, chat. Micropenis not confirmed. It's all fake news. Please, 1 if you think he's currently full of it and that was really him and he actually sent that tweet, as most of us saw live happen on stream as a guy's heart was broken live on air. And then press 2 if you think it's all lies. It's all lies. I'll let that come in for a second and we'll bring in our next caller. I see a lot of 1s. Lots of 1s. Did I see a 2? I'm pretty sure I saw. Yeah, we saw a 2. You saw it too. Yes, I'm aware. No, I didn't leak anything. My only comments on the matter. No, I didn't leak anything. I guess that wouldn't be much of a leak though. Like you sent it to somebody. You DM'd it. That's not really a leak. I mean, I guess it could be because he sent it to the guy and then they saw the fucking URL. So I don't know. Should we give him the benefit of the doubt, chat? I'm seeing a few 2s, some reasonable levels of reasonable doubt. I mean, it was his Instagram. I don't know. We'll bring in our next caller. Let's see, Nicoldo.
Hello.
Nicoldo, how's it going, man?
It's going good. I just needed to meet the stream there. There we go. Yeah, it's interesting that Ralph finally woke up from his gunt-infested drunken stupor from last night to realize the absolute shit show of a shellacking that he's getting all over Twitter right now and every other social media platform after realizing that his fucking sex tape is on Pornhub. That the only thing that he can fucking think to do, probably in a pill-infested panic first thing in the morning, is, oh shit, I better deny it so that I can have my legal defense ready when I either get sued or get a knock on the door from the cops for breaking the revenge porn statute. So, yeah, no, Ralph is full of shit. And here's how we know that he's full of shit. That's his voice in the video. You can recognize that it's his voice. Anybody that's ever heard Ralph talk will recognize that it's his voice if you watch that disgusting shit. That's number 1. Number 2, it's his watch. Number 3, it's his body. Number 4, it's his room. That's like, to say nothing of her face and her body and her birthmarks. Like, it was verified 6 ways to Sunday when it first came out. So, nah, I think that Ralph is full of shit. I think that that's totally him. And I think that this is one of, like, we were pretty much predicting that there was one of 2 things he was going to do. It was either going to be flat denial or he was just going to own it and think that, like, yeah, I'm a Chad. It was going to be one of those 2 things. Maybe third option, like, nukes all his social media, but that's not Ralph's style. So, yeah, going pretty much the way I thought. I just came here because I wanted to encourage the production of the mini Ralph micropenis memes that I know are going to be made. If you go on Twitter and you have a meme that you'd like to share of Ralph's gunt and micropenis, please share it under the tag Memphis Micro, or Memphis 10mm, or Memphis Concealed Carry. Those are just a few. Just a few of the ones that I've seen. Also, Guntgate, Gunt Micro Cock. Those are all good. You know, any of those. But yeah, I just want to encourage the production of memes because I got to tell you, there's a lot of content in that short little video.
Yeah.
And people have already put up like fucking green screen clips to make memes with. So please make some memes, spread them around, and don't listen to Ethan Ralph. He's full of shit. He lies every other day. Doesn't give a fuck. He's been caught lying multiple fucking times in the past, and he's lying right now. And the easiest way that you can tell, if you don't believe me, watch the clip, listen to the voice of the person in the clip. It's his fucking voice. You're gonna tell, like, you cannot fake that. Like, I'm sorry. It just,
that's one hell of an Ethan Ralph impression, right?
Yeah, like, are you telling me that this fucking random, like, you know, meth head cuck, you know, stalker ex-boyfriend, whatever he is, like, has the technology to fucking deep fake? You know, he's gonna fucking go, like, do an Ethan Ralph impression and, like, yeah, come on, bro.
He made a prosthetic of the gunt and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It jiggles exactly the way that you would expect it to. That looks exactly like Ralph's fucking gunt. You know, like, come on. So that's what I think on that. But yeah, it's good to see you, dude. Good stream. Appreciate it. I think this is the first of many streams. I have seen smaller dumpster fires in the past, and I just want to tell everybody, just strap the fuck in, because I think it's going to be a very busy week. I think this is going to be ongoing for the rest of the week, and it's going to be a massive dumpster fire. So enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah. It's peak dumpster fire.
Yeah, grab your popcorn, folks. It's not getting brighter than this. This is the peak.
Yeah, and if you want to start a support group for all the victims of Ralph's Naked Gun, for everybody who's been mentally and emotionally scarred for having to watch that shit, I would I will support that, because I probably am not going to sleep for the rest of the day, and probably not tomorrow either. I'm not lying. It's fucking bad. Oh yeah, somebody pointed this out to me. One other way that you can verify the video is the logo, the little plaques hanging on the wall of Gator and him and Zidane. So, I don't know how you would fake that either. So well, just pointing that out.
This guy that Faith fucked just happened to be a big fan of the kill stream, enough to where you would have this on his wall.
Yeah,
like, what are the chances of that, really?
I'm just like imagining, like, just the fact that this fucking fat ass is fucking this chick, and from her perspective, if she's staring at the wall, she's staring at that plaque.
Oh. See, you got to be proud of him, though. He looked up to Dick Masterson so much that he wanted to have his own Simspiracy controversy.
Yeah, he wanted to be, bro. That's what this whole thing has been about. Him doing the face camming and stuff. He wants to be Dick Masterson. Like, but he's a fucking idiot, and he can't pull it off. And he doesn't have the penis to pull it off either, and he doesn't have the common sense to pull it off. Nah, but like, to wrap up my bit, I think that probably what happened last night is Ralph was super smashed, as other people have said. He was smashed on the kill stream. He was still continuing to get smashed when he got off the air.
He was like passing out.
I think. Yeah, he was like pill stream levels of drunk. And I'm pretty sure that what he did is he saw this guy streaming, leaking all these DMs, making him look bad. He was like, I'll fucking own this guy. Hops on Instagram. That's the other thing. It comes from his Instagram account.
Yep.
If anybody wants to go back and clip that from that stream, it comes from his Instagram account. He fucking sends the guy that video, probably thinking, this fucking dumbass won't open this on the stream because it would make him look bad or some stupid shit, or maybe doesn't even think that far ahead. Guy opens it on the stream, that's the end of it. So, yeah, appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, it was good to have. I haven't done callers in a long time. Even if it was just a couple, it was still a nice change of pace. So good having you here. Thank you for informing all of us, and you have yourself a lovely evening. Or morning, excuse me.
Yeah, y'all enjoy the dumpster fire.
Oh boy, will we. Oh man, chat, what a fucking disaster. Holy shit. All right. So, we had a couple super chats came through. Down Forward Punch with $5. Did you see where Ralph gave money to Faith, who in turn sent it to Chris, who bought weed with it? LOL, Ralph BTFO'd. I did see that, so he paid for his weed. I mean, they're even now, right? I don't think that's how it works. Dog Backwards with $1 New Zealand. Thank you, sir. And $3 from Bane Trump. Just tuned in. Ralph has a micro dick. What? Okay, so if you are just tuning in, let me give you a basic rundown. So yesterday was a kill stream with Boogie and Frank Hassel, I think, if I'm thinking the right people. Anyway, they had a debate, and throughout the duration of the show, he's just pounding back drinks because he's waiting for probably to hear back from Faith, who I think she was playing both sides, or all sides, really, just keeping her options open. Telling Ralph she's coming back, telling the other ex-boyfriend or the other boyfriend she's coming back, the whole 9 yards, giving everybody the runaround. That's what I think anyway. And after a night of like being depressed, you can see it in his face. He was drinking heavily to cope with that. Then her boyfriend or ex or whatever, this guy, leaked some information on Ralph's Kiwi Farms thread, which is, I believe, surpassed 1,700 pages as of earlier today. And promised to do a stream. He brings up a stream, explains that basically Faith has no interest in this guy, just grifting him, trying to utilize his audience to get donations for Black Lives Matter BS, right? So Ralph, being who he is, right, had his character brought into question. Didn't want to be the guy who got cucked. He, heaven forbid, he looks up to Dick Masterson. Can't have an associate of Dick Masterson become a cuck, right? So in defense, he wanted to own this guy and say, oh, no, we were fucking. Here's my proof, buddy. Here you go. Some people speculate that the reason he sent it to him was he was hoping that he would bring it on stream and get it taken down, whatever. I don't think it was that much, I don't think it was that necessarily. I think he just wanted to be like, oh yeah, buddy? Yeah, who's laughing now, dickhead? It certainly wasn't him. Certainly wasn't him, although I think in the end, Ralph, you might have done more to fire a massive hole in your own boat than you did knocking him out. But you did get him. You hit him square across the jaw. It's, what a fucking shit show, folks. Kiwi Farms thread is moving like 2 pages a minute. You can't even catch up with it, man. Just let it become a novel. Man, what a disaster. I wasn't even planning on doing a stream of this, by the way. What had happened was, right after I finished with my shit for tonight, I got a DM while walking outside from Coach saying, please, can we do a stream? I really want to fucking talk about this right now, and I don't have anyone to talk about it with. So please bring me on. I said, yeah, let's do this. Let's go. People are clearly going to want to hear this because it's funny. If it wasn't going to be me, it'd be somebody else firing up a stream talking about it. It's funny shit. Oh yeah, and then I forgot to mention the part about the sex tape getting sent to him, right? So the real juicy detail, folks, is that for, I don't know how many years exactly, but for several years, Ralph has been denying categorically that a certain infamous image of a micropenis, saying it's not him. And, it's starting to look like it is now. So, thankfully, let's see if I can bring this up. We have a new track. Let me go ahead and mute the music rather. Yeah, now that's some pure fucking entertainment, folks. It's not true. In fact, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. You want to holler over me? I think chat's trying to holler over me right now. This is so bad. I can't. Look, ear juice, I love you. 30 seconds is all I can stomach. Those noises I never wanted to hear. Yeah, chat, I'm with you. It's great. I'll drop you the link in chat, folks. I'll drop you the link in chat, but I have a certain amount of self-respect and a certain amount of shit that I can tolerate. But it's amazing. Well done, bud. Literally everyone's talking about this. Here's the thing. When do you guys think the fucking Right-Wing Watch or the Daily Beast article is going to drop on this? It's going to happen. Nah, folks, look. I'll drop you the link in chat again. I'm good. That's as much as I ever needed to hear. Oh my fucking god. I never expected this. Oh man. I don't know what to say at this point, chat. Let's see, we're good. Let's see. So the Coldo added in Discord here. He says, also the other thing is apparently in the recording of the stream, Ralph actually gets in the guy's YouTube chat and is goading him to open the video link as well. I'm sure that given that hundreds of people have the stream recorded, that this will be cropped soon enough. He can deny it all he wants, but it's looking pretty all right as of now. So yeah, I didn't see him in chat, but then again, I wasn't paying attention, obviously. There's just so much shit going on. Holy fucking hell. I can't even... I'm still beside myself, Chad. I straight up can't believe that this has been confirmed. It's real. It's fucking real. The ride never ends. Yeah, people are confirming in chat here. They're like, yeah, he was in chat. I'm assuming, because I do see some of the same names, so... Pull this up, he said, alongside the link. Yes, I did see that. So he said, hey, pull this up. So yeah, he was trying to get the shit shut down. The one he was using this time was Punished Ralph, all one word. So it's the same account that had popped up in Phantom Organization's chat a while back. Sent a certain Imgur link. Yeah, I seem to remember that account. And I know he said it's not him, but if you go to that account and you click on playlists, it's the Killstream playlist. That's fucking him. Treemaster Bob at $2. Vienna Sausage might sue Ralph for brand damage. Yikes. And that is fairly accurate. But yes, we did get the 4K footage. I knew we would fucking get it eventually. But this isn't what I had in mind. This isn't what I imagined, chat. This is not how I wanted to get that footage. Oh, man. Fuck me, man. High-res Gunt footage. Yeah, sup, bro? I agree with you 100%, man. This is pretty gross to do. Especially from someone you supposedly liked, leaking something like that. It also displays a level of pettiness that is greater than the insecurity he had about his micropenis. Like, imagine you have a dick that small, and you had a video of fucking a dude's girlfriend, right? And you cared more about spiting that guy than being insecure about having a micropenis. Think about that. That's how spiteful he was. Let that sink in. But I'm going to wrap things up and go. So thank you, everybody, for tuning into the show. We'll keep it right at 2 hours. You guys have yourselves a nice evening, and I might do another stream later if shit keeps going. Take care, everybody. Also, don't share revenge porn, okay?